Most men think the same thing before they get married. Once they have regular sex, that porn use will never be a problem anymore. And when they do get married, not only does the issue stick around, but for a lot of men, it gets worse. And so in this video, I want to share with you the real reason that married men turn to pornography, and more importantly, how to quit it for good. Here's the first thing that I need you to hear. If you've been fighting this for years, it is not a sign that there's something wrong with you. It just means that you've been solving the wrong problem. Because porn use is not a sex problem. It never was. Here's what's actually going on. When a man feels stressed and overwhelmed or like he's failing, whether it's at work or home or as a husband, those feelings need to be addressed with a specific set of tools. But most men were never taught how to deal with those feelings. They don't know the tools. Nobody showed them how to name what they were feeling and work through it. So instead, they just learned to run from it. And porn is the perfect place to run because it's there in seconds. It asks nothing from you. There's no vulnerability that's necessary. You don't have to be honest. There's no risk of rejection. You just disappear into it and the pain goes away, even if it's just for a moment. That's why marriage doesn't fix this. Marriage gives you a wife and a companion. It does not give you a new way to handle pain or the skills to do so. The feelings are still there. The pattern of running from them is still there. And so when those feelings show up again, and they will, your brain goes right to the exit that it already knows. So if you've been asking yourself why you've been struggling with this, even though you might have a pretty good marriage, plenty of reasons to stop, this is why. It's never about needing more sex. It's about not knowing what to do with the pain that you feel. Now, here's where most men get stuck. They've been fighting this for years, sometimes decades, and they've tried everything. Accountability partners, filters, counting their streaks, willpower, promising themselves that this was the last time. And every time, eventually, they end up back in the same place. After enough of that happening, a man starts to believe that there's something really wrong with him. That maybe this is just who he is. There's something broken in him that can't be fixed. I want to challenge that belief directly, though. You haven't been failing because this is who you are. You've been failing because you've been using the wrong approach. I want you to think about a Rubik's Cube for a second. Have you ever tried to solve one of those puzzles before? You pick it up, you twist it around for a few minutes, you put it back down, and it feels impossible. No matter what you do, you're just spinning it and making it worse. So eventually you decide, well, I'm not a Rubik's Cube person, or my brain just doesn't work like that. Well, my 10-year-old daughter, she solved one recently and I watched her do it, but she didn't figure it out on her own. She pulled up a YouTube tutorial. It was step by step. It showed you where to start. Start on this side, twist the top, then you twist this side, then you do here. She literally just followed the blueprint. 30 minutes later, the thing was done, sitting there on the kitchen table. And I tried solving it, and I didn't have the blueprint. I was just trying to twist it and figure it out on my own. And I eventually tossed it on the couch because I didn't know what I was doing. The difference was that she had the steps. This is the same thing that I do when I work with men who struggle with pornography use. You don't have to figure this out on their own. When I work with people as a therapist, when people reach out to me, they listen to the podcast or watch YouTube videos and they say, I just want some help doing this. My job is to customize a plan for you. And I just hand you this step by step. And then I walk with you every step of the way until this issue is out of your life. One of my clients who I worked with told me after our very first session that this was the first time in 20 years that he felt like he actually understood what he was dealing with. He felt like he had clarity and he knew what to do to overcome this problem. 12 weeks later, he was in a completely different place. Now, this Rubik's Cube problem is what's been happening to you. The problem isn't that you can't do this. It's that nobody has given you the right steps yet. You've just been twisting the same side over and over again. More willpower, longer streaks, more promises, and you're getting the same results. And again, it's not because you're broken. You're not. This is just what happens when you don't have the tutorial. The right steps are not about resisting the urge harder. Resisting the urge is exhausting, and it never ends because you keep fighting the symptom, not the source. The right step is all about understanding what's driving the urge. What is causing you to feel it in the first place, and then resolving that. Here is the simplest first step that you can take to start this process. The next time you feel an urge, do not white knuckle through it. Don't distract yourself. Just pause for like 20 seconds and ask yourself one question. What am I actually feeling right now? Not what you were doing before the urge hit, but what were you feeling? Was it stress, loneliness, that feeling of, man, this is a hard day, I feel stressed, but it still didn't feel like what I did was enough. The frustration of a conversation with your wife that goes sideways and you don't know how to fix it. Maybe it's boredom or disconnection. Whatever the feeling is, just name it and write it down. One word. And then do that 10 times. And what you'll find after you do this 10 times is there's going to be a pattern that shows up. This isn't random. It's not some weakness that you keep struggling with urges. There's a pattern of some unresolved feeling that's driving the pornography use. So for a lot of men, it's stress. For others, it's loneliness. This pattern, this exercise is so valuable because it gives you information. And it'll tell you exactly what problem needs to be solved. So here's what actually eliminates the urge. You're not distracting from it. You're trying to understand what the feeling was that's creating it by using the exercise that we just talked about. And then when the underlying feeling gets addressed, when you do something about the stress, let's say, or you're feeling disconnected with your wife, when you have that difficult conversation and resolve and repair, or when you're feeling a sense of inadequacy, but you identify it and challenge it and start to unravel it, the urge loses the power that it has. It just fades. And you don't even have to fight it because you're resolving the thing that is feeding it. And so this is the difference between men who actually get free from this problem and those who stay stuck forever. They're fighting the urge as opposed to resolving what's causing the urge. I had a client, in fact, who was stuck with this problem for 18 years. He was married, he was successful, he was genuinely a good person, he was striving, but he couldn't figure out why he kept turning to it. So once we identified that his pattern was to turn to pornography every time he felt disconnected or invisible in his marriage, he then got the tools he needed to directly address that, and then it shifted within weeks. He didn't need more willpower. He just needed the right information about what was happening and then clarity on what steps to take to resolve it. Now, to be honest, this is not a quick fix. Identifying the pattern can take a few weeks. And resolving the underlying emotion, yes, does take intention. It means having that hard conversation with your wife that you've been avoiding. It means dealing with something at work that you maybe have been pushing down. It might mean getting honest with yourself about a belief that you've been carrying that's been really weighing on you. But the good news is that this is so much easier to do than the never-ending, exhausting cycle of resisting and avoiding and giving in. And then recommitting and then giving in. That's what feels like work. That's heaviness. And if you've done this before, you know how tired that is. You know how defeating that is, don't you? Now, with this new approach, you're not fighting something endlessly. You're solving something. And once you've solved it, then it's gone. And the men that I've seen break free from this, again, even if they've been struggling for 10, 20, 30 years, they didn't get better by just trying harder. They broke free when they finally understood what they were actually dealing with, and they stopped treating it like a sex problem and started treating it like an emotional problem, something they haven't been able to resolve and work through. That frame changes everything. So remember, you are not broken. The Rubik's Cube has a very simple solution once you know the sequence. If you've been struggling with pornography for a long time and you haven't known the sequence and you haven't known the right steps, that's where this begins for you. The right approach, again, starts with the single question. Next time an urge shows up, what am I actually feeling right now? Start there. Do it 10 times. Let that pattern show you what needs to be resolved. And then once you get that information, it'll tell you what natural next step to take to resolve that feeling. For example, again, if it's loneliness, you need connection. If it's boredom, purpose. Feeling inadequate, increased self-confidence. On and on. That's where the real freedom begins. So if this resonates, then hit subscribe because I want to give you ongoing tools and support to help you resolve this issue for good. I'll see you in the next video.